Hello, my name is simply Stella and I am the Queen of Talk, and I welcome you to yet another interesting edition of the program, Tango with Us Too. Today's topic on this edition is inspired by what recently happened to Nigerian star artist Davido and his partner Chioma, who recently lost their lovely son Ifeanyi Adeleke, who drowned in the swimming pool at home. A very tragic situation, I must say. It would be very few people, not just in Nigeria, but all over the world, who wouldn't have heard about what has happened to this couple. So when this news broke out, and there were comments all over the place about, especially on social media, about the blame game. Some were sympathizing, empathizing, throwing annoying statements here and there. I had to hold myself from trading words with a lot of people concerning the comments and the posts they made here and there. But I just couldn't, I had to make conscious efforts not to do all of that. But come on, before I go on, I'd just like to say my condolence, my heart goes out to this family on the loss of their son. And so when this news broke out, and like I said, I was just watching some posts, some videos online, then comments, posts here and there, and the blame game started. I wanted to say a lot of things in response to some comments, but I just had to hold myself. But I just couldn't hold it any longer when a colleague said something while he was talking with other colleagues, and then he made the statements of negligence on the part of the parents. I just had to say, come on guy, can you just sit back and listen to yourself talk? Can you just listen to what you have just said? That the parents were negligent just because they went out on a social function. He was like, no, you don't understand. I said, no, you guys, you've been talking, but I had to cut in when you said they were negligent. That why did they go on that function, leaving the child alone? Do you think the parents, they didn't see the minders competent enough to leave that boy in their care before they left? Honestly, no parent should lose a child. I keep saying this. It's a very terrible thing. It's a very terrible experience that a parent would lose a child. And I don't think any parent would keep a child in harm's way, deliberately keep a child in harm's way. Come on. So it was like, no, you don't get it. I said, no, I've been keeping quiet. You understand? So why would you think that Davido and Chioma left that boy in the care of those minders if they felt they were not competent enough? Why were they being paid? I said the question you should be asking is, where were the minders? That's the biggest question. Were they not being paid to take care of the boy? A friend was talking on a WhatsApp group, and she said something about mother hen should protect their children, they should slow down on social functions and all that. I held myself from talking. I wanted to respond, but someone else beat me to it by saying mother hens who protect their chicks are still being taken away sometimes. The truth is that the question we should be asking is, what were the minders doing? That's my pain. What were they doing? That a child was drowning in a pool and they were not aware until the boy died? That's the biggest question. Sometimes I don't understand the way we react on social media when things happen to celebrities. I know poor children, that people who are not popular, but when things happen to celebrities, the way people respond is like they've been waiting for tragedies to befall these people for them to start spewing all sorts. Like, why did they go out for the function? Why they've been flaunting and all of that. We just forget the humane part of us as, first of all, human beings when we react to things. People are hurting. Instead of you to think, you say why they were negligent just because they went out, so they don't have a life outside raising a boy. It's painful enough that they lost that boy, but it's more painful that people are blaming them instead of asking the question, where were these minders? Where were they? Are you aware that you cannot watch over a child 24/7? It's because it's so impossible. Children will always be children. Now, thank God, people are aware about they're talking about protective measures and all that. Fine. You know, it's good to have those protective measures around the swimming pool to prevent children from getting into pools unaided by adults. It has happened, it has happened. It's good that people are aware now, but are you aware also that a child can drown in a bathtub at home with water? Maybe you know what a lot of mothers will do, we just put children in the bathtub, put floaters, put toys and all of that. Some people walk away from there and like with the attitude of stay there, I'm coming back, and you leave that child. Do you know that children drown in bathtubs? You need to be aware. Honestly, children will always be children. Children, you live, even inside the sitting room, they will jump from the tables, from the chairs to the tables, from the tables to do all the somersaults and play with knives in the kitchen, turn on the gas knob and all that. Just taking off your eyes away for a split second. Anything can happen. So let's stop blaming this couple. You know, it's because it's impossible for us to watch over them 24/7. That's why those who can afford to have helps, they get them. And that was what Davido did and Chioma. They put people on salaries. These people are being salaried. So what were they doing? What was the other job that took that person away from watching over that boy that he got drowned? That's the question. It's a very terrible situation. Terrible situation. And instead of sympathizing with this couple, you're all over the place talking about the negligent. After all, what were they doing? They were flaunting this, that, and all of that. Something happens to a celebrity. Someone has an accident. Oh, I'm sure he was drunk or she was drunk. They were reckless and all of that. You've not even found out what happened before the accident. A celebrity is ill. The next thing is he or she was careless with life and all that. Is there anything wrong with being at the top there? Let's learn to feel people's pains when they are going through something. I don't understand. I really don't get it. Why we're like this. Like you wait for things, terrible things to happen for you to start blaming. For the records, the question I am still asking is, what were the minders doing? What were they doing? They are the ones who need to answer the question, what happened to that boy? It's not the blame game that is going on about the couple neglecting because they went for a social function. The reality is we can only do that which we know to do. We can only do our best. Do the best that you know to do. But the truth is, it's only God that is the ultimate watcher. So my prayer is that no one will go through this anymore. May calamity never visit. A calamity such as this never visit again. And so it's been the program Tango with Esther with the Queen of Talk, Stella Eneyang. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Remember to share. It's important that you share and invite others to come subscribe. Until I come your way again next time, don't forget to stay healthy, safe, and alert. Once again, may calamity never visit again. Bye for now.